Mills Limited, a conglomerate of stallion group of companies having commercial interests in the food sector, especially rice, is taking Nigeria to a whole new level. The company is built with highly sophisticated machineries and has the capacity of producing 430,000 metric tons of rice per annum. Going in line with the federal government's policy in transforming agricultural activities in Nigeria, Popular Farms and Mills Limited partnered with the federal government, the Central Bank of Nigeria, the Federal Ministry of Agriculture, in order to achieve self-sufficiency in rice production.
Now, in agricultural processing, most of it, everybody knows, include investment in rice milling. The federal government is ready and willing to partner with each and every investor towards achieving national goal of rice sufficiency. On this note, I wish to commend this company for their investment in agricultural revolution.
Doing in Kano and in other parts of Nigeria is actually good, and the idea is to help the smallholder farmers, which they are doing. The smallholder farmer will produce, will sell to them, they will buy at a very good price. That will make the farmer happy, and production will be continuous, and production will also improve, and then there will be abundant food in Nigeria, and our import bill will drastically reduce. That's what we want to achieve at the Central Bank of Nigeria, and our doors are open to not only Popular Foods, any private entrepreneur that wants to invest in the productive sector of the economy. We are willing to assist and to help.
The company had already established a fully integrated agricultural operations, including world-class rice mills at different locations, thereby involving local farmers through different initiatives so as to strengthen local farmers and increase their rice farming knowledge, which will in turn bring in a rice revolution into the country.
Implement the effort of government to make rice available to every common Nigerian. We want to supplement the effort of the federal government. And the way federal government are gingering on these anchor borrowers and what we are doing, I'm calling on all others companies that are looking for us. They should not be waiting until the time of requirement.
Going by the success recorded, Popular Farms and Mills Limited has entered into a memorandum of understanding with almost 1,151 cooperative groups having 41,486 member farmers and a massive 65,715 hectares of rice farm areas. Through its flagship training program, Low Cost, No Cost Technology, and Back to Basics, thousands of farmers were trained, equipped with tools and the knowledge of how to use them, leading to a boost in paddy quantities and also creating more job opportunities for youths and women.
He has fulfilled its commitment to spend dedicated budget toward achieving its rice value chain initiative in association with GIZ. This is an organization in collaboration with federal government and the government of Germany, that is CARI, Competitiveness African Rice Initiative, and IFAD, BCDA, that is International Fund for Agricultural Development. During the course of interaction and the integration services, our companies enter into MOUs with almost 1,151 cooperative groups, having number of 41,886 farmers, with a total hectares of 5,706 hectares of rice area. Company also has introduced its flagship training program as low cost, no cost technology and the back-to-back basic for the ease of technology transformation and the basic understanding of the rice farming techniques. Our farm advocates are toward intensive farming with no additional cost but maximize farm production.
Popular company by introducing new method of farming to us here in Taraba State. We really appreciate, and we pray that God will continue to upgrade the company.
Much improvement, because the way we plant at least in a straight line, or using meter square. That is to say, per a meter square, at least we have 36 to 45 per meter square. And of course, there is improvement in it, because in a given 400 square meter, at least I can harvest 4 bags inside.
Popular Farming and Maize Company, I want to appreciate them for what they did. Seriously, I am pleased with that. I've never farmed. I don't know how they are farming, but through this training that we get, I am praised.
These programs spread out to every rice producing state, including Adamawa, Taraba, Benue, Niger, Jigawa, Sokoto, Kebbi, Kano, Kaduna, Kogi, Zamfara, Ogun, Kwara, and still counting.
These agronomists on every center. These agronomists are responsible of disseminating the new technologies that we are giving to the farmers. They train them from land preparation, wheat management and soil management, water management, pests and diseases, pre and post harvest, quality. You see, all these things is given to the farmer through the agronomists here in this rice cluster.
I came in here, and at a time, it was not only for buying the paddy or procuring the paddy, because we brought in training section that will go to the farm and train farmers, and from there, in the training of the farmers, actually many farmers has improved in their production of the rice.
With the coming of Popular Farms in Taraba State to uptake paddy rice is very, very impressive. Before, I used to farm bots. After harvest, assuming I harvested like 100 bags and I want to sell it at the spot, I will find it very difficult to get person that will come and offtake it and get my cash at a needed time. So with the coming of Popular Farm, I do come to supply my paddy rice to them, and in fact, their marketing is very, 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 very good.
So it is when this company come that our people have started benefiting. So they brought, since the coming of this company, we really thank God. Farmers' position are extremely well elevated. The communities are pick up, they are buying it in a way that the farmers will be happy.
Popular Farm and Mills has helped us and give us an insight on how to sell our produce. Now, before, one, it has helped reduce the chain of middlemen in the business, because before, when you bring your rice to sell, they will not give you an access to the buyers directly. The middlemen will hang over, and then they have to sell it, and you will not know how much you are going to sell your rice. They will tell you when the buyers come, whatever price they will give, they will tell you. So farmers are losing. Two, it has helped the farmers to have direct contact with the company, because if you want to sell your good, then you can have access now to buy direct. So it has helped in increasing the income or the benefit to the farmers instead of the benefit to the middlemen.
The good news is, Popular Farms and Mills Limited did not stop there, as it is targeting increased production of rice from 430,000 metric tons to 1.50 million tons of rice per annum in Nigeria.
produce like 2,500, 3,000, and 2,800. 7 trailers, sometimes 6 trailers per day.
Taking this courageous step, Popular Farms and Mills Limited recently laid a foundation for rice mill expansion and sesame processing units.
Standing here today as the CEO, Group CEO of Stallion Group, announcing that we are going ahead with an expansion of 144,000 tons of rice mill expansion and another 44,000 tons of sesame mill processing unit. What it really means is, sir, that we are going to touch 80,000 more farmers across the country, 80,000 more farmers. We are going to create 1,500 more jobs.
Guess what? It also has reputable brands like Tomato Aroso, Tomato Key, and Super Champion. They are well established and accepted due to their irresistible taste and quality.
Super Champion. We have Tomato Aroso. We have Shinkapa. And it is different size from 1 kg to 50 kg. That is 1 kg, 2 kg, 5 kg, 10 kg, 25 kg, and 50 kg.
So we used to compare. We used to compare our rice with other companies to make sure that our rice maintains its name as the rice at its best. So we compare it and see that yes, our rice is good. And if we have any problem outside within the market segmentation or from the customers, we will come back to the company and look at where the problem comes from. Then we will sit down and look at the problems and solve the problems.
However, the company is urging the federal government of Nigeria to keep to its promise of being strict in its policy of smuggling rice into the country, so as to make this tremendous journey of self-sufficiency in rice production a legendary one.
You know that our rice mill is 365 days operational and producing rice. We have been buying paddy and producing rice, and we are going ahead with the time, but this cross-border trade is killing us virtually. So we are forced to stop our further sales because there is no demand of made in Nigeria rice, and we are only the made in Nigeria rice producer in Nigeria. That's why we are holding the stock, praying and looking for an opportunity when the market picks. There is an opportunity for made in Nigeria branch of rice. Like me, there are several companies which are they are also suffering from this MINEC. Very important, and help us to grow, help us to contribute, making nation grow and make Nigeria self-sufficient in food production and distribution.
Issue. Yes, it's a real threat to the rice revolution in the country. It threatens investments of the private sector. So I know that the government is very serious about it, is working at different angles towards addressing this issue, including at the highest level of government, including diplomacy and other things. So I believe the government will surely succeed in bringing down the issue of smuggling to the barest minimum. And the government will try and see that this thing does not escalate. I believe something really is going to be done with the relevant stakeholders and other agencies of government. The government will not allow anything to retard the success we have so far achieved in the rice revolution.